I would like to introduce the world record holder and our coach. We are honored to have here Coach Ori Sela. So before we start, he's going to give you some, even you can ask questions, but he's going to give us some tips and recommendations, because he has a program, one of the best programs in the world about for swimming, okay? The West Technique. So I want you to please absorb even the 2-3 minutes he's going to talk, absorb really well the advice he's going to give you.
Hello everybody, I'm very excited being here swimming in the bay. I'm gonna try to give you one tip, hydrotherapy tip, how to protect your neck and your lower back in long distance swimming. And West Technique, it's water world swimming therapy. So let's stand up for a second, and I'm gonna show you something about your flexibility level. I don't know if you know, when professional or Olympian swimmers glide very close to the water line, but as years go by and we're more mature and maybe better looking, our flexibility is not so good. So we have to swim according to our flexibility level. So we're going to try to do this like an arrow as kids swim, and we're going to lift our hands with the elbows locked, okay? Look at the elbows, and we're going to lift our hands very slowly until we feel pressure in our shoulders or in our lower back, and without opening the elbows like this. So let's bring it high until you stop and you don't have any more flexibility, and stop, okay? Try to straighten your hands, okay, like this. If you have more, lift them more and stop. Okay, now look at the place. I'm gonna show on Pedro. Now he's gonna change his swimming maybe. Yes. Okay, look at Pedro. This is Pedro's head, and this is his flexibility level, which means you can put the hands down right now, and we're gonna do it again in a second. If you see Pedro, that's his flexibility level from his head to his hands. So it's something like 40 centimeters between the water line and his hands, which means you can put your hands down. Thank you. Thank you very much for Pedro. And what happens if, let's say, a swimmer has a flexibility exactly like Pedro, is gonna try to stretch to the water line, his elbow is gonna fall, and his back is gonna go like this, and his legs are gonna fall down as well. So you're gonna swim something like a stop. So if you're an Olympian swimmers, I don't know if you are, but even if you are Olympian swimmers and you're above the age of 25, you probably need to stretch not in the water line like Michael Phelps or Ian Thorpe, something like 20 centimeters from the water line. If you are less flexible, still good looking, you have to stretch your hand in 35 centimeters. And if you know you have a lot of advantages in life, but flexibility is not your thing, you have to stretch your hand a little bit deeper, which means we're gonna try, I don't know if you can in today's training, but you're gonna try to stretch your hand in order to elongate the lower back muscles. And when Olympian swimmers work a lot with the core muscles and move the body like this in every stroke, we're going to try today, maybe if you can, just to glide and let the body move with the gliding very slowly. And what happens, you're going to float better, you're going to elongate your lower back, and you're not going to have pressure in the neck and in the lower back. After training, you're welcome to ask me any question that you like about long distance open water and hydrotherapy, or even if, especially if you have pain in a couple of places or one place in your body, I'm sure I can help you, and I'm here for you today, and for me as well to enjoy. So have a great swim, and think about loosening the hand if you can, opening it, and try to glide in the same position or angle exactly in your flexibility level. And if you're not sure where it is, before you enter the water, I'm gonna look at you for a second. I'm gonna tell you the exact water depth that you need to stretch your hand in order to protect your body and swim faster in long distance.
Are you saying then that sometimes some of us, or maybe most of us, are gonna be aiming below the water?
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have flexibility. Come here for a second. No, you have. But let's check. What's your name?
I'm Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. Come here, Anne-Marie. Show me the arrow for a second. You can look at Anne-Marie. Look at her elbows. She has very good flexibility, even hyperextension. Okay, stretch your hand a little bit.
Stretch my.
Yeah, and lift it. We're gonna look at her low back. More. You see the elbows are opening right about here. So what happens if she puts the arrow here? Do you feel the pressure on your neck? You feel it, right? Yes. So it's not good. What's gonna happen in swimming, her elbow is gonna fall a little bit, and she's gonna make a stop in the water, and she's gonna have pressure in her lower back, and the legs are gonna drown a little bit, so she's gonna make a body stop during her swimming. Okay? So you have to glide something like 35 maybe. Here is, we try to glide as much as we can to the water surface, but without pressuring, without pressure on our neck and our lower back. Okay, thank you, Anne-Marie.
All right.